Welcome back to Sci-Fi Humanity, where we dive into incredible tales from the far reaches of the galaxy. Today, join us aboard the USS Horizon as Captain Nathan Reyes and his crew encounter a mysterious, shimmering creature on the planet Draxon. This little alien puppy, whom they name Flick, changes their mission and their lives in ways they never imagined. Let's uncover the heartwarming and thrilling story of this alien puppy was abandoned until the humans saved him. ***, Captain Nathan Reyes gazed out of the observation deck aboard the USS Horizon. The cold starlight of distant suns glinted off his ship's hull. They were in orbit around Draxon, a planet ripe for potential colonization, its surface teeming with lush forests and broad plains. But the planet was more than just a candidate for human expansion. It was a mystery wrapped in the unknown of deep space. "Captain, you'll want to see this," came the voice of Zoe, his chief science officer, over the comm. Nathan made his way to the lab, the heart of scientific discovery on their vessel. Inside, the team was huddled around a display screen showing a live feed from the surface probe. There, amidst the dense alien foliage, was a creature unlike any they had documented before. "It's some kind of fauna, sir," Zoe explained, pointing to the creature that resembled a puppy from Earth, with shimmering fur that seemed to ripple with colors reflecting its surroundings. However, it lay limping, its whimpering sounds carried through the probe's audio. "How certain are we that it's not just a native species resembling Terran dogs?" Nathan asked, his eyes not leaving the screen. "Biometric scans suggest it's sentient, maybe even telepathic. Its neural patterns are off the charts," Zoe replied, her tone a mixture of excitement and concern. Nathan weighed the implications. Protocols for new life forms were strict, yet the creature clearly needed help. "Prepare a retrieval unit," he decided, his voice firm. "We're bringing it aboard for medical assessment." The decision didn't come lightly. Introducing an alien life form to the crew could risk contamination or worse. But Nathan's gut told him this creature was important, maybe even crucial to understanding Draxon. The retrieval was swift. The creature, small and frail, was encased in a portable biohazard unit and brought to the ship's medical bay. The medical team, led by Dr. Lena, worked diligently to stabilize the animal. "It's dehydrated and malnourished, but I think it'll make it," Dr. Lena announced after a thorough exam. She looked up at Nathan. "It's as if it was waiting for us, Captain." As Nathan watched the creature slowly recover, it opened its eyes. Deep, mesmerizing orbs that seemed to hold the night sky within them. The creature gazed at Nathan, and a sense of calm washed over him. It was as though the little being understood him, understood that it was safe. He named it Flick, a nod to its shimmering coat. Over the following days, Flick became more than just a subject of scientific interest. He became a part of the crew. His presence was a soothing balm to the loneliness that often accompanied space travel, and his playful antics brought smiles and laughter to the corridors of the USS Horizon. But as Flick integrated into the life aboard the ship, Nathan couldn't shake the feeling that there was more to Flick's story. His arrival couldn't be mere coincidence, and the captain suspected that the mysteries of Draxon were just beginning to unfold. As Flick's health returned, so did his spirit, and with it, an array of inexplicable abilities began to manifest, hinting at hidden depths yet to be explored. Little did they know, the true test of their resolve and understanding of universal fraternity was just on the horizon. As Nathan watched Flick playfully chasing his own shimmering tail, he prepared himself and his crew for whatever challenges lay ahead, their course set on a journey of discovery that would redefine their very understanding of life in the cosmos. Captain Nathan Reyes stood before his senior staff in the conference room aboard the USS Horizon. The mood was tense, a stark contrast to the typical routine of mapping stars and planets. At the center of their discussion was Flick, the alien creature they had rescued from Draxon. "Bringing Flick aboard was a direct violation of protocol," started Lieutenant Mark, the security chief, his brow furrowed with concern. "We don't know enough about its species. For all we know, It could be carrying pathogens we have no resistance to. Nathan understood the risks, but as he looked around the room, seeing the faces of his crew, he knew they felt what he did, a profound connection to this helpless creature that had instantly become part of their interstellar family. Unaware of the protocols, Lieutenant, but leaving Flick to die wasn't an option. Besides, Dr. Lena's reports have been clear: no pathogens, no danger. Dr. Lena nodded, adding, not only is Flick harmless, but he shows signs of intelligence and emotional awareness far beyond what we've seen in non-sentient creatures. There might be a lot we can learn from him. Zoe chimed in with her observations. Flick's ability to alter his fur color and texture on command isn't just camouflage. It's an advanced form of communication. He changes colors in response to emotional stimuli and his environment. The room mulled over this information, considering the scientific and ethical dimensions. Nathan continued, "Our mission is to explore and understand. Flick is an opportunity for us to learn about alien life in a way we've never before encountered." As they debated, Flick, who had been allowed into the room, trotted over to the holographic display of Draxon in the center of the table. With a playful nudge, he changed the display's colors, seemingly amused by his interaction with the technology. The crew laughed, a momentary relief from the weight of their discussion. But it was then that the ship's alarm system blared. "Unidentified vessel approaching," announced the voice of the ship's eye. Everyone rushed to the bridge. As they stared out into the vastness of space, a sleek metallic ship, unlike any they had known, glided into view. Its design was elegant yet formidable, clearly not human. Nathan took a deep breath and opened communications. "This is Captain Nathan Reyes of the USS Horizon. We mean you no harm. Please identify yourself." The screen flickered to life, revealing a being with a serene yet stern face, their skin shimmering with the same lustrous quality as Flick's fur. "I am Commander Terra of the Xarion Empire. You are holding something very precious to us." Nathan exchanged a quick glance with Flick, whose fur had turned a deep shade of blue. A color they had learned signaled fear. "We've rescued an injured creature, which we've come to know as Flick. He was alone and hurt." Terra's eyes softened momentarily. "Flick is what you call them. He is Xarion, a being of great importance to our people. His presence in your care must be discussed." As negotiations began, Nathan realized the gravity of their situation. They were no longer just explorers or scientists. They were diplomats on the fragile front line of interstellar relations. How they handled this could forge a bond between humanity and the Xarians or spark a conflict in the stars. In the days following the tense encounter with the Xarion, Flick became an integral part of the USS Horizon's crew. Captain Nathan Reyes watched as Flick's unique qualities unfolded further, bringing both wonder and warmth to the ship's daily routine. Flick's ability to connect with the crew went beyond simple pet-like behavior. He seemed to possess an empathic sense, reacting to the crew's emotions with a sensitive understanding that bordered on telepathic. His presence had a calming effect, especially as the crew navigated the uncertainties of their situation with the Xarians. During a particularly stressful day, Nathan found Flick in the engineering bay, surrounded by curious engineers. The alien creature was interacting with the ship's systems, his fur shifting colors rhythmically, syncing with the pulsing lights of the console. "Watch this, Captain," called out Chief Engineer Gomes, a wide grin on her face. She pointed at a panel that had been malfunctioning for weeks. Flick touched the console, his fur emitting a soft glow, and the panel flickered back to life. "He fixed it. Somehow, he understands our technology. Or maybe he communicates with it." Nathan was amazed, but also cautious. "Let's keep this under wraps for now. We need to understand more about how he does this without risking our systems," he advised, pondering the implication of Flick's abilities. The next morning, Nathan introduced Flick to a more formal scientific observation session, aiming to document his capabilities under controlled conditions. Dr. Lena and Zoe prepared a series of non-invasive tests to measure Flick's responses to various stimuli. As they worked, Flick seemed eager to participate, his colors shimmering with what appeared to be excitement. When presented with complex puzzles, Flick solved them with astonishing speed, his fur flickering in vibrant patterns that Zoe recorded and analyzed. "It's like he's talking through his fur," Zoe noted, fascinated. "These patterns are consistent, almost like a language. He's not just showing intelligence, he's showing consciousness." Their session was interrupted by a soft alarm. Another ship was approaching. It was smaller than the Xarion vessel, less imposing, but it hailed them immediately. Nathan responded, and a new alien face appeared on their screen. "This is Ambassador Yill from the Intergalactic Peace Coalition," the figure announced in a fluid, musical voice. "We've been monitoring your situation with the Xarion Empire. We believe you might require assistance." Nathan was cautious but intrigued. "We appreciate your concern, Ambassador. We're navigating a complex situation here." "Indeed," Yill replied, their eyes flickering with a subtle glow. "The Arxlian with you, whom you call Flick, is a significant entity. His presence has far-reaching implications for both your species and ours." Nathan glanced at Flick, who seemed unfazed, his fur a serene, steady blue. "What can you tell us about him?" Yill's expression softened. "The Arxlian are rare, sentient beings known for their ability to bridge communications between vastly different species. They are peacekeepers and empathic mediators. Flick's connection to your crew is no accident. He is drawn to you because he senses your potential for understanding and unity." Nathan felt the weight of Yill's words. "What do we need to do?" "Protect him," Yill advised. "Learn from him. His abilities can help forge alliances and foster peace. But be cautious. There are those who would exploit his powers for less noble purposes." As the transmission ended, Nathan stood in thoughtful silence. The journey ahead was fraught with unknown challenges, but with Flick by their side, they had a unique opportunity to shape the future of interstellar relations. The days that followed were a blend of rigorous research and delicate diplomacy. Nathan and his crew worked closely with Flick, unraveling more of his unique abilities. The little alien's capacity to understand and influence technology became invaluable, especially as they ventured deeper into uncharted space. Zoe led a team to decode Flick's color patterns, identifying specific sequences that corresponded to different emotions and intentions. It was clear that Flick's fur was not just for show. It was a sophisticated communication tool. By documenting these patterns, the crew hoped to establish a more direct way of communicating with him. Meanwhile, Nathan focused on the broader implications of their discovery. He convened meetings with his senior staff to discuss how Flick's abilities could be used to foster peace and understanding between different species. The presence of Ambassador Yill and the Intergalactic Peace Coalition added a new layer of complexity to their mission. One evening, as Nathan reviewed the latest reports in his quarters, a soft chime indicated a visitor. He opened the door to find Flick standing there, his fur a calming shade of green. Nathan smiled and stepped aside, allowing Flick to enter. "I was just going over our latest findings," Nathan said, gesturing to the data pad on his desk. "You're quite the mystery, you know that." Flick responded with a gentle nudge, his fur shifting to a soft pink, a color Nathan had come to associate with affection. The captain chuckled and sat down, feeling a strange but welcome sense of peace wash over him. "You're a long way from home, aren't you?" Nathan mused aloud. "But maybe we can be your home for now." As if understanding his words, Flick's fur shimmered with a warm golden glow. In that moment, Nathan realized just how much this little creature had become a part of their lives. He was not just a subject of study or a diplomatic pawn. He was a friend. The next day brought a new challenge. The Xarion vessel, which had maintained a respectful distance, suddenly moved closer, signaling an urgent need to communicate. Nathan, accompanied by Zoe and Ambassador Yill, responded to the hail. Commander Terra appeared on the screen, her expression more intense than before. "Captain Reyes, we must speak. It is about Flick." Nathan nodded. "We're listening, Commander." The Xarion are not just any species, Terra explained. They are guardians of ancient knowledge, and Flick is the key to unlocking a crucial part of our shared history. We believe he can help us prevent a looming threat. Yield stepped forward. What kind of threat? Terra's eyes darkened. A race known as the Draviks. They are conquerors, spreading chaos across the galaxy. Flick holds the knowledge to counter their technology, to find a way to defend against their advances. Nathan felt the weight of the revelation. Why didn't you tell us this earlier? We feared it would cause panic, Terra admitted. But now, with the Draviks drawing closer, we have no choice but to seek your help. Nathan looked at Flick, whose fur had turned a determined shade of red. It was clear that Flick understood the gravity of the situation. We'll work together, Nathan said firmly, for the sake of all our worlds. As the alliance between humans, Xarions, and the Intergalactic Peace Coalition solidified, the U.S. Horizon became a beacon of hope in the vastness of space. Their mission had evolved from mere exploration to a fight for survival and unity. With Flick's guidance, they began to develop strategies to counter the Draviks' threat. The little Xarion's knowledge and abilities proved invaluable, his insights leading to breakthroughs in technology and defense. As the days turned into weeks, the crew of the U.S. Horizon worked tirelessly, knowing that the fate of many worlds rested in their hands. And through it all, Flick remained by their side, a symbol of hope and the unbreakable bond that had formed between them. The final confrontation with the Draviks was imminent. Nathan stood on the bridge, gazing out at the fleet assembled before them. Ships from various species, united by a common goal, prepared for the battle that would determine the future of the galaxy. All systems ready? Nathan asked, his voice steady despite the tension in the air. All systems go, Captain, Zoe confirmed. Flick has integrated his knowledge into our defenses. We're as ready as we'll ever be. Nathan took a deep breath and looked at his crew. Today, we stand together, not as separate species, but as one. We fight not just for our own survival, but for a future where all beings can live in peace. Let's show the Draviks what we're made of. As the fleet moved into position, Flick stood by Nathan's side, his fur a vibrant, inspiring gold. The little Xarion's presence was a reminder of why they fought, not just for victory, but for a future where such battles would no longer be necessary. The battle was fierce, but with Flick's guidance and the unity of their allies, the Draviks were pushed back. The knowledge Flick had shared proved to be the key to their success, turning the tide in favor of the coalition. In the aftermath, as the dust settled, and the stars once again shone peacefully in the void, Nathan stood before his crew. "We've won today," he said, his voice filled with pride and gratitude. "But our journey is far from over. We must continue to work together, to learn from one another, and to build a future where peace and understanding reign supreme." Flick's fur glowed brightly, a testament to the hope and unity they had achieved. The U.S. Horizon, once just a vessel of exploration, had become a symbol of interstellar harmony and the enduring spirit of cooperation. And as they set a course for their next adventure, Nathan knew that with Flick by their side, there was nothing they couldn't accomplish. Together, they would continue to explore the unknown, to bridge the gaps between worlds, and to forge a legacy that would inspire generations to come. The galaxy, once vast and filled with unknowns, had started to feel more like a community bound by shared experiences and mutual respect. The crew of the U.S. Horizon had proven that collaboration and understanding could overcome even the most daunting threats. As they ventured forth, new challenges awaited, but so did new opportunities for discovery and connection. Chapter 2. Beyond the Horizon. Captain Nathan Reyes sat in his quarters, reflecting on the journey they had just completed. The stars outside seemed a little brighter, and the weight of recent battles had begun to lift. Flick lay curled up on the floor, his fur a peaceful deep blue. "What's next for us, Flick?" Nathan mused aloud, absent-mindedly stroking the little Xarion's shimmering coat. Flick's fur shifted to a thoughtful green, indicating he was pondering the same question. A soft chime interrupted their quiet moment. "Captain, we've received a priority message from the Galactic Council," came Zoe's voice over the comm. Nathan straightened up. "I'll be right there." The bridge was abuzz with activity when Nathan arrived. The crew had gathered around the central display, where an official emblem of the Galactic Council rotated slowly. "Put it through," Nathan instructed. The screen flickered, revealing the calm, composed face of Counselor Thelis, a venerable member of the Galactic Council, known for his wisdom and diplomatic acumen. "Captain Reyes, your actions have not gone unnoticed. The alliance you forged and the victory against the Draviks have inspired many." Thelis began, his voice carrying a tone of solemn respect. "The Council has a new mission for you and your crew." Nathan exchanged glances with his officers, sensing the significance of what was to come. "We're ready, Counselor. What do you need from us?" "There is a region of space, beyond the borders of known territories, that has recently become accessible. It is teeming with uncharted planets, unexplored phenomena, and potentially new civilizations. We believe your ship, and more importantly, your crew, are uniquely suited for this mission of discovery and diplomacy," Thelis explained. The implications were staggering. The chance to explore uncharted space, to be the first to encounter new worlds and species, was a dream come true for any starship captain. "We accept the mission," Nathan said, his voice filled with determination. "The U.S. Horizon is ready to explore beyond the horizon, preparing for the unknown." The next few days were a whirlwind of preparation. The ship's systems were upgraded to handle the extended journey, supplies were replenished, and the crew received briefings on potential encounters and first contact protocols. Zoe led a team to enhance their scientific equipment, ensuring they could gather and analyze data from any new discoveries. Dr. Lena focused on medical preparations, aware that they might encounter unknown diseases or require emergency interventions. Flick was a constant presence, his calming influence invaluable as the crew geared up for the expedition. His fur often shimmered with anticipation, reflecting the excitement and curiosity that permeated the ship. "Captain, we've received new navigational data from the Council," reported Lieutenant Mark. "It includes potential points of interest and preliminary scans of the region." Nathan reviewed the data, plotting a course that would take them through the heart of the uncharted territory. "We'll start here," he said, pointing to a star system with several habitable planets. "Let's see what awaits us." Into the unknown. As the U.S. Horizon entered the uncharted region, the view screen displayed a breathtaking panorama of stars and nebulas, their colors and formations unlike anything the crew had seen before. "It's beautiful," Zoe whispered, her eyes wide with wonder. Nathan couldn't help but agree. "Let's begin our scans. Dr. Lena, monitor for any biological signs. Zoe, focus on geological and atmospheric data. Mark, keep an eye out for any signs of intelligent life or technology." The first planet they approached was a lush, verdant world with vast forests and towering mountains. Preliminary scans indicated a rich biodiversity and a breathable atmosphere. "Prepare a landing party," Nathan ordered. "Let's see what this planet has to offer." New frontiers. The shuttle descended through the atmosphere, the landscape below growing clearer with each passing moment. They landed in a clearing near a river, surrounded by tall, alien trees with iridescent leaves. Nathan, Zoe, Dr. Lena, and a small team of explorers stepped onto the surface. Flick bounded ahead, his fur a vibrant green, blending with the surroundings. "Stay alert," Nathan reminded the team. "We don't know what to expect." As they ventured deeper into the forest, they encountered a variety of alien flora and fauna, each more fascinating than the last. Zoe collected samples, her excitement palpable. Dr. Lena documented any potential medical properties, while the security team ensured their safety. Suddenly, Flick stopped, his fur turning a cautious yellow. He sniffed the air, then darted ahead, leading them to a clearing where they found something extraordinary, a structure, ancient and overgrown. but unmistakably artificial. This could be evidence of an ancient civilization, Zoe said, her voice filled with awe. They approached the structure carefully, examining the intricate carvings and symbols adorning its walls. Nathan felt a sense of wonder and anticipation. This was exactly why they were here, to uncover the mysteries of the universe and learn from them. The first encounter. As they explored the ruins, Flick's fur turned a welcoming shade of blue, indicating the presence of sentient beings nearby. Moments later, they heard soft, melodic voices approaching. From the shadows emerged a group of beings, tall and graceful, with shimmering skin that reflected the forest's colors. They moved with an ethereal grace, their eyes filled with curiosity and intelligence. Nathan stepped forward, raising his hand in a gesture of peace. "We come in peace. We are explorers from the United Federation of Planets." The leader of the beings, a figure with intricate patterns on their skin, stepped forward and spoke in a harmonious language. To Nathan's surprise, Flick's fur shimmered, and the alien leader's words became understandable. "Welcome, travelers. I am Ilara, guardian of this land. We have watched you from afar and see you mean no harm. You are the first of your kind to set foot on our world." Nathan felt a surge of excitement. This was a momentous occasion, first contact with a new species. "Thank you for welcoming us, Ilara. We wish to learn about your people and share knowledge. Perhaps we can help each other." Ilara smiled, a gesture that transcended species. "Come, let us share our stories and learn from one another. There is much we can teach and much we can learn." Bridging worlds. Over the next several days, the crew of the USS Horizon established a camp near the ruins, engaging in cultural exchanges with Ilara's people. They shared stories, technologies, and philosophies, building a bridge of understanding between their worlds. Flick played a crucial role, acting as a mediator and translator. His abilities helped them overcome language barriers and foster trust. Nathan and Ilara spent hours in deep conversation, discussing the history of their civilizations, their hopes for the future, and the challenges they faced. It became clear that despite their differences, they shared common values and aspirations. A new alliance. As their time on the planet drew to a close, Ilara and Nathan stood together at the ancient structure, looking out over the forest. "Your visit has been a gift, Nathan," Ilara said. We have learned much from you and your people. Let this be the beginning of a lasting friendship between our worlds." Nathan nodded, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. "We will carry your stories with us and share them with others. Together, we can achieve great things." As they prepared to leave, Ilara presented Nathan with a small, glowing crystal, "A token of our friendship. May it guide you on your journey and remind you of the bonds we have forged." Nathan accepted the gift with gratitude. "Thank you, Ilara. We will cherish this and the memories we have made here." Continuing the journey. Back aboard the USS Horizon, the crew felt a renewed sense of purpose. Their mission had taken on new meaning, and they were eager to continue their journey of discovery and diplomacy. As they set course for the next star system, Nathan stood on the observation deck, the crystal from Ilara glowing softly in his hand. Flick sat beside him, his fur a contented shade of blue. "We've only just begun, Flick," Nathan said, a smile on his face. "The universe is vast, and there are so many more worlds to explore, so many more friends to meet." With the horizon stretching out before them, the USS Horizon ventured into the unknown, guided by the spirit of exploration and the bonds of friendship they had forged. Together, they would continue to uncover the mysteries of the cosmos, one star system at a time, united by the common goal of peace and understanding. Thank you for watching. Flick's story shows that even in the vastness of space, compassion and friendship know no bounds. As the USS Horizon continues its journey, the crew and Flick face new challenges and adventures together, reminding us all of the power of unity and understanding. If you enjoyed this tale, please like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more captivating stories from SciFi Humanity. Until next time, keep exploring.